Alright everyone, Marco Palmero here, founder of Ulysses in Dubai. In this video, I want to talk with you about buying online businesses. And this is kind of new for me and for you. Alright everyone, Marco Palmero here, founder of Ulysses in Dubai. In this video, I'm going to be talking with you about buying online businesses. Now, this is a new topic, and I want to cover this topic because I feel and I believe is going to help a lot of people who want to get into the business buying arena, but they're not necessarily sold on the idea of owning a brick and mortar facility. And so I want to talk about this asset and some of the things I feel can be beneficial for you as an investor or as a person looking to buy a business. And I'm going to be sharing my personal experience, of course, and some of the interactions I had with clients that were looking at businesses online that they wanted to buy. Now, of course, we're going to be covering small, medium-sized assets. As always, most of the work that we do with Ulysses is around small, medium-sized opportunities, not corporate or large organizations. Now, many times I got asked, what are some of the advantages of buying an online business? Well, the first and most obvious advantage that you get is that the entry threshold is lower. And I'm talking about price points. Online businesses can be found that are really listed for small amounts of money, like $5,000, $10,000. And that is rarely the case for brick and mortar facilities. So online businesses give you an entry into the business buying arena for a small amount of capital, and it can enable people to get accustomed to the idea of buying businesses and diversifying their income and acquiring cash flow with an online business while still committing a small amount of money. And that can be advantageous for individuals, for example, might not be the case for companies or corporations, of course. But the point here is online businesses are a solid fit for you if you're maybe an individual investor looking to get into the business buying arena and lower your risk, but still get an asset that you can oversee that is generating cash flow. So that is the first point. In addition to that, and I think this is probably the most positive thing about buying an online business, you get a lot of flexibility out of it, and that is not something that you necessarily get with a brick and mortar chain or a brick and mortar facility. Buying an online business enables you to run that operation from anywhere in the world. Of course, you get a lot of freedom from that perspective. Additionally to that, there are very tiny businesses that are already running on autopilot, and then you can basically oversee with 1-2 hours of work per week. That is rarely the case when you look at physical businesses, physical facilities. Because to give you an example, if you are looking to buy, let's say, a brick and mortar facility that is generating $250,000 a year in revenue, chances are that business is going to require you to be around a certain amount of time because the business is simply too small, and it doesn't justify a layer of management to be in place to run the show. And a salary for that particular person might be way too high, and you might not turn a profit at the end of the day. So you need to be there as an owner. Contrary to that, an online business that is generating $250,000 a year might have a profitability level that is, let's say, 70% or 80%. And most of the tasks are handled by either freelancers or people that are not working on a fixed salary. And so you get to own the business, have somebody else run it, and still collect the cash flow at the end of the day. And so the point I want to get to here is that at the lower level, in terms of price point, online businesses are much more flexible, and they can enable you to accomplish your goals, while instead brick and mortar facilities might be a little bit more complex, and you might need to increase the ticket size to get that turnkey operation that just needs some